Welcome back to WowBiz Nebraska. I'm Lynn Hinderaker, and you are here in the middle of a great show. It's a special show, even though I don't have my buddy Bruce Arent with me. He'll be back next time. You'll see WowBiz Nebraska right here. But I want to tell you, before we go on to this next very important segment, we're going to talk about a brand new concept to many, many people here in the state of Nebraska and all over the country, although it's increasingly popular. But let's step back right now and tell you who the sponsor of WowBiz Nebraska really is for this particular show today. The sponsor for the show is UrbaNatural Development. UrbaNatural Development is, you've heard us mention the word perhaps of urban-naturalism before. These people have discovered how to attract young professionals to our state. All right, this is a real key idea. Workforce development is a huge idea in this state and all over the country. It's not easy to get these young professionals, knowledge workers, and so on to come or stay in Nebraska because of a variety of perceptions. But the bottom line is this: the built environment, I'm talking now about the exterior of offices, apartments, boutiques, lofts, etc., have actually an unusual, and we'll explain this briefly, have an unusual attraction to young folks, the kinds of young folks we're trying to attract to Omaha and Nebraska and throughout the entire state. And this type of construction that we're talking about is called UrbaNatural. And of course, let's just stop for a second and realize those are two opposite words. Urban implies dynamism and metal and synthetic. And of course, the word natural implies rural, organic, serene, quiet, authentic, all that kind of thing. So you put these two words together, create a new combination word, UrbaNatural, and you now end up describing not only 50 million young knowledge workers throughout the entire country, but you also describe very interesting architecture. Yes, that is high contrast, that is opposites, and because this group of folks, this market segment we'll call them, really are attracted to opposites. Now, I'm talking about buildings now that combine, we'll say, metal and wood. By the way, they're very important. Sustainability is a very big deal with this particular group of people. Very important. They take it very seriously. But wood, maybe 6 feet up on the side of a building, of a bar or an apartment building, whatever. And then metal, maybe tin, maybe glass. So you see organic and synthetic materials right together on the outside of the building. Very interesting. Now you see this around, by the way. It's not like brand new. But nobody has this UrbaNatural word that I mentioned to you before. It is a trademarked word. And it's a very interesting thing that it's been proven by Nobel Prize winning scientists, research. It's a very incredible conclusion that they came to, that they found the link. These people found the link, brilliant insight, between visual imagery. It's a very broad way to say visual imagery, that's high contrast, black and white together, wood and metal together, right? Those kinds of opposites, and human emotion. And what it does, when you take a quick glance at the area where two opposite materials come together, by the way, this also applies to interiors of buildings as well, it stimulates the visual cortex inside the brain. This is for all human beings, by the way, something that we all don't know, but we kind of sense. And the visual cortex stimulates and releases dopamine, which is kind of a feel-good hormone that all human beings have. And when somebody gives you a hug and tells you they love you or whatever, there's a little bit of dopamine that comes in. It's part of who we are. It's very important to younger folks in particular. And so when they're in buildings, inside or around, and they see the contrasting materials on the outside, it's an amazing thing that they feel good vibes, new energy. And so this is an amazing breakthrough for developers, real estate developers. Imagine they're spending millions buying land around the state of Nebraska, hoping, right, that young people, different people come and rent the apartments and the tenants and offices and so on, but they don't really know. They don't really know if it's going to work. So UrbaNatural buildings, because of the architecture and the science that I just mentioned to you, attract UrbaNatural people. That's the fundamental concept here, and that's where developers all over the state are going, we need to take a close look at this particular concept, because not only is it about design, but it's also about marketing. We know who we want. We can buy lists. We can find them in our cities and in our counties. We can get to them with various kinds of digital advertising, very precise, and say, hey, here's an environment that you will really like, that will stimulate you, kind of a good vibes feeling. This is the development of the future. This is talent attraction, baby, right here. UrbaNatural development. Don't forget about it. It's not going to go away. Thanks again.